Today we're making it really hard for ourselves. We're going to do a MyGM series, 15 weeks, with the worst GM, who I think is Shane McMahon. And we're going to do no help whatsoever and no special matches. That means no cards. So we're not even going to use his card. We just selected him just for aesthetically pleasing reasons, I guess. No cards, no special matches. So obviously it doesn't matter which one here we select either. So I'm from the UK. I'm going to use the NXT UK option. Let's make it really hard for ourselves and let's use Adam Pearce. I think he's probably the best unless you want a legend. And we'll go NXT and we'll do it obviously on hard difficulty, default draft pool, manual selection. Now, there's like 90% of you who haven't subscribed, who have been watching these MyGM videos. If you could hit that subscribe button, I'd really do appreciate it because we're going to do an ongoing series using NXT and we're going to do basically 50 weeks across the next 2 weeks. So Monday to Friday will be NXT rebuilding. We're going to do a proper good job of building NXT daily uploads. So if you can subscribe, I really would appreciate it. So obviously with the fact that we don't have any options for special matches and we don't have the option for using any cards, I'm basically just going to draft how I please. We're not going to do any other stipulation, else it'd just be, I guess, a little too restrictive. Let's still draft who I think, well, who I want to draft and who I think will be the best options. So, to begin with, I think I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar. He makes the most sense. It is like 275,000, which is a lot of money. But of course, we're not doing special matches. We're going to save money through that method. If I'm going to go as like his main rival, I mean, Finn Balor, if we turn him face, is a really good option. Good popularity already. I think, yeah, let's go with Finn Balor. So far, the NXT brand have picked up both Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre, which means I'm going to go with Asuka. I've used Asuka a couple of times. She's absolutely fantastic. So I think that's a really good pickup as our main woman for the beginning. Now, she's a fighter, so we kind of need a bruiser heel to go up against her. And Shayna Baszler is perfect for that. Okay, I do want to start staying away from the money, so we're going to go and rank things by popularity because there are sometimes some really cheap options when you go by popularity. If you go down a little bit further, sometimes there's some... Here we go. So, I mean, 54 is quite low, to be fair. Let's stick higher for now, then we can look at that because Nakamura, that is a good option. We don't have a face yet, but I am planning on turning Finn Balor face. Nakamura could be a great pickup there. Let's do Nakamura. Charlotte Flair getting picked up there by NXT. So I'm going to go down Nakamura. So I think, to be honest, we kind of need now somebody like Montez Ford is going to be great because he is a specialist. But that's quite still really expensive. 216. We still have a lot of money. I'm going to go with Riddle. In fact, I'm going to go with Riddle. And then I think Keith Lee might be the next option for me because then we can get some of the cruisers selected and use him for that option. And I do really enjoy a bit of Keith Lee, to be fair. So let's go with Keith Lee there. I'm also going to check to see if... Oh, they're going to go with... I'm literally just about to say, if Ivar and his tag team partner was both available, I'd go for both of them. However... we can't now. So if Nakamura, we've got a specialist there in Riddle. Let's go for another couple of women's wrestlers here. A little bit further down the pack. Let's go and have a look. So Io Shirai is obviously a really good option. Bayley's fantastic as a specialist because she suits quite a lot of matches, helps you out quite a lot. Any further down. So sometimes I really like just picking up somebody like... Mandy Rose, somebody like that who's always really good. Tamina's not actually a bad option. I mean, if it was done by ability, definitely not. Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans is really good. I've had some good experiences using Lacey Evans on my GM mode. She's a fighter, right? So I need a bruiser. Bianca Belair is perfect to go up against her. She really is. Or Rhea Ripley, who is not that much more cheaper. So let's go with Bianca Belair for now. But I've got to be really careful with our budget. because we have spent quite a lot already. Like I said, we will save money, but at the minute, we're not going to get that much saved, are we? So I think getting one of each is definitely the best option now. So we are set. Let's go down the bottom. We'll go by price and we'll go down the bottom. Somebody like Shotzi's really good at this point. Alexander Wolf, because he's a specialist. Slapjack, specialist. Lince Dorado, did I go with Keith Lee in the end? I did, didn't I? So Lince Dorado is a good pickup if we can turn him or Graham Metalik heel. Or Kalisto, to be fair. All three of them are there, obviously. Funny how they're all kind of the same price. Let's go with Lince Dorado. He has the highest stamina, and they're all the same price anyway. What I might actually do, to be fair, I could draft him as like his partner and do... Oh, it's hard at this point because I don't have no aim goal. Usually I'm so restricted that I don't have a lot of options. Now that I have way too many options, I'm getting myself a little bit confused. Raquel Gonzalez is amazing to pick up for this because she is a giant and there's so many like cruisers in the women's division, which we can definitely find. I think there's a couple down the bottom usually, so let's see if we can find one of them. That would be great. Humberto Carrillo's there. Marcel Bartel. They're not going to be any now, are there? Ember Moon. There we go. Ember Moon is perfect. That could round us out, to be fair. What we do have a fair, like a good roster. A good size roster. I'm thinking we go for one more male specialist. Oni Lorcan, Alexander Wolf. We've got Natalia, Tony Storm. Let's go with a male one, though. Chad Gable's there. Heel, Marcel Bartel. I do love a bit of Marcel Bartel. Do really like him. Timothy Thatcher, Kushida. Never used Kushida. High stamina. Let's go with Kushida. And he's a babyface. And I think we are slightly lacking on male babyfaces. But that, I think, will do it for us. 117 budgets. We don't have any options anyway. So let's end it there. So here is our roster. I think we've drafted quite well. But obviously, we are at slight disadvantage, not being able to use any of our cards and not being able to use any special matches at all. If you compare our roster to NXT, I do think it's very well matched out. I think even as you go down there, like each one that we've got next to each other, they are very matched out. And I think as you go further down, we've got a better roster near the bottom. They've obviously drafted a little bit more. They were a bit more careful with their money. But, you know, you always see the likes of Akira Tozawa being champion or Roderick Strong being champion. So, yeah, we'll see how that plays out for NXT. Another reason to subscribe as well is the next main one that we're going to do as a full all the way to WrestleMania show is going to be WCW only. I'm collecting as many wrestlers as I can to do the draft through the community creations. That will be next weekend. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. It's going to be NXT Rebuild throughout the week. And then on the weekend, we have the WCW only. Okay, so we're picking our champions. In my opinion, by the way, the NXT UK title belts are the best looking title belts in WWE. I think it's pretty obvious who should be our champion to begin with. That is Brock Lesnar. So we'll select him as our male champion. Popularity now of 76. Our women's champion, however, there's a couple of really good options that I wouldn't mind popping it on for popularity reasons. Ember Moon being one of them. We could put her up against Raquel Gonzalez to begin with, whilst still having a very good women's tag team rivalry going on. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with Ember Moon. Let's make that selection. There we go. Right, let's book our first show. So nice and easy, our first show, week number 1. Our opener is going to be that women's tag match that I mentioned. They match up really well against each other, so that's perfect. And our role change, Finn Balor. Yes, he's going to be a baby face. And then, right after, Brock Lesnar's going to call him out. So once he has completely turned babyface, straight away, Brock Lesnar's call him out. Let's start a rivalry, please, WWE 2K, because we know, obviously, how broken that feature is. I've also done a video, by the way, if you haven't seen it already, on 5 things that I would love to change. Check it out, it's already out on the channel. Mid-card, Riddle versus King Nakamura. Specialist versus Fighter. Again, remember, they're all normal matches. We're not doing anything. No special treatment here. Ember Moon versus Raquel Gonzalez. It's Cruiser versus Giant, not title on the line just yet. So I don't really know how much of a disadvantage this is going to create for us throughout the whole thing. Obviously, you get branded pay-per-view bonuses when you use special matches. I think the card treatment, I'm not too worried about, to be honest, because, I mean, we're actually, as long as you match them up well, they do already have good matches. 2.5 stars, all right, for your first ever match. A good role change, weak promo. I am surprised by that. Finn Balor does have a 3 for a promo. Riddle versus King Nakamura. If it starts a rivalry, I'm happy with it. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Riddle wins. It's a mediocre match, but it is a level 2 rivalry. Brock Lesnar versus Finn. So does this? It does start a new rivalry. Fantastic. Ember Moon versus Raquel Gonzalez. Now, ideally, starting a new rivalry would be perfect as well. Raquel wins this one, so she's pinned the champion, and it's a good match. Perfect. That's not bad for our first week. Let's see. Again, Akira Tozawa versus Drew McIntyre. And I bet he wins. I would love it. I bet he wins. So, Simulated, it does look like NXT does beat us this time round because their opener was fantastic. That was Akira Tozawa, who is now the champion, I told you. It's remarkable, isn't it? Akira Tozawa, straight away, is the champ. We gained 80,000 fans. We've gained $69,000. How much has NXT gained? 78. So, we've gone ahead of them. We are ahead of them already, even though they had a better show. I mean, I'm all for it. Week number 2 looks like this. We're starting things off hot. We've got a women's title match because, of course, Raquel Gonzalez pinned the champion last week. So, in my eyes, she should get a title shot. And that is exactly what is going to happen against Ember Moon. Role change, Keith Lee. Now, originally, I was going to do Lince Dorado, but he is 1 on the mic. Keith Lee is 4. And, to be honest, if we were to get and hire more cruiserweights, they tend to be baby faces, so then Keith Lee, I mean, more often than not, they're baby faces. I know there's obviously some that aren't, Santos Escobar, for instance, but then Keith Lee can then match up against them quite easily in the future. Mid-card, we've got the tag team rivalry going on. We're calling out King Nakamura with Matt Riddle. Bro, he is going to call him out. And the main event is Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor to kick off this rivalry. It's a non-title match. I'm actually thinking we're going to do all right with these shows. We haven't done anything extra logistics-wise. I'm just going to save a little bit of money to begin with. Then we start hyping things up for the future when we get closer to pay-per-views. And then we can start making some money. Money's going to be quite important because we can't use any of the cards. So we're not going to be able to save any money on anything. Ember Moon wins. She retains. That's fantastic. Well, oh, it's a great match as well. Level 2 rivalry straight away. Role change to Keith Lee. It's an excellent promo, and he is now a bad guy. One more for the bad guys. So, yeah. Tag team match there. Bianca Belair and Asuka. Can they capitalize again? No. Shayna Baszler and Lacey Evans wins. It's an okay match. Level 2 rivalry. Perfect. Riddle versus Nakamura. He's calling him out at least. It's an okay promo. Come on, bro. Level 2, though. Main event, Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor. It's just a one-on-one. Brock Lesnar wins. He pins Finn Balor. I would actually quite like to see that match. It's a good match, too, and the rivalry grows to level 2. I actually think we might win this one. The opening contest is the tag team match. The main event, again, is Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. They are also only using normal... Why aren't they doing anything? Why aren't they doing anything? It's weird, isn't it? How this game works. The AI are just very bizarre. Usually they're always chucking in TLC matches. But we did. We absolutely stuffed them. They had a really poor showing. They had a 2-star all around. Come on, make it more difficult for us, please. We gained 80,000 fans and $73,000. They gained 74,000 fans, $44,000. So... yeah, we're breaking away here with Brock Lesnar and Ember Moon as our champions. We're looking absolutely fantastic. Akira Tozawa there looks like he can't carry the company for NXT. Week number 3 then, we have that tag team match, keep it going. Hopefully we can pay it off at the pay-per-view, so we got 2 weeks to make that at least a level 3, hopefully, straight to a level 4, and then it gives us a better rating. Call out, Ember Moon's going to call out Raquel Gonzalez, she's better on the mic. Then we have a mid-card match, King Nakamura versus Riddle. King Nakamura wants a rematch. He feels he is cheated by Riddle. I had to get that done by this week, so that is happening in the mid-card. Then Keith Lee is going to call out Lince Dorado. Hopefully then we can build that match for the TLC pay-per-view as a level 4. Kushida versus Brock Lesnar in the main event. Kushida's first match with Finn Balor doing the run-in. That should hopefully keep that rivalry booming too as we go closer. Now, I'm not going to do anything. Should I do... I guess I should do the Capital Wrestling Center, because then we can gain more money from that eventually. But I'm not going to do anything with the crew or special effects or anything like that till we get to the pay-per-views, so that we're saving money elsewhere. And we're just solely relying on these guys as performers and popularity in matches. No cards, no special matches. Okay, the tag team match again. Let's run this. Bianca Belair and Asuka have won. Is that the third time? The second? I can't remember who won the first match. Ember Moon calling out Raquel Gonzalez. Weak promo. Well, it has gone to level 3 though, but it is a weak promo. Nakamura having a match against Riddle. So Riddle won this one last time. Nakamura gets his own back and wins. It's a mediocre match though. Does nothing for the rivalry. That's disappointing. Keith Lee, Lindsay Dorado. Okay match. Call-outs should start rivalries. Say it with me in the comments. Call-outs should start rivalries. It makes me fuming. Kushida versus Brock Lesnar with a Finn Balor run-in then. Come on. At least do something for the rivalry. It does. A level 3 rivalry. We should be able to pay that off then at the next pay-per-view. Or at the first pay-per-view. Again, they're going with... here we go, look. Main event, Hell in a Cell. So that didn't last that long, did it? Maybe it was just monetary problems. But their main event is another title match. They are already struggling, so they're pushing it. 3.5, 3.5, and a 3. We were struggling in that event, weren't we? But there we go. Okay, so we gained $70,000 with $76,000. We're starting to build up a nice little pot of money now as well. They gained $76,000 with $13,000, so they spent a lot of money. Obviously, they used a Hell in a Cell, though, so there's no surprise there. Their budget is a lot less than ours. But Drew McIntyre is now the champion again. So they do have that in their disposal. A higher popularity wrestler as their champion obviously is going to work better for matches. Week number 4, I think I'm taking some risks, mainly because Bianca Belair wants to have a main event. Asuka's asked for a title shot. I've promised her yes within the next 3 weeks. So we've got this week, the pay-per-view, then the next week we have to give her a title shot. So I'm hoping then that Raquel Gonzalez does actually win at the next pay-per-view. But still, there we go. Right, so the opener is actually going to be Nakamura versus Riddle again. It's a poor rivalry so far, and they give us very mediocre matches, but we'll see how that one plays out. Then we got Finn Balor calling out Brock Lesnar. I'm very aware of Brock Lesnar's stamina going a little bit too low, because he's probably going to be our champion for a long period of time. Mid-card, let's see if we can actually start a rivalry this time round with Keith Lee and Lindsay Dorado, the heel Keith Lee. And then Raquel Gonzalez is calling out Ember Moon. The reason why that's a risk is because Raquel Gonzalez is only a 2 on the mic. Bit underrated, I think, on the microphone. I think she's actually a lot better in real life, but there we go. Let's run this show. We're going to change the logistics again. So we bring in a little bit more money to the Capital Wrestling Center. That makes more sense. That is very much NXT UK in like a little center like that. I've been to see a couple of NXT UKs, actually, so they were good fun, to be fair. So the opening contest, King Nakamura versus Riddle. I don't like that they just took off half of his name. That makes no sense to me. It's an okay match. It's a level 3 rivalry. That's not bad then. Finn Balor calling out Brock Lesnar. Okay promo, but it does go to a level 4. That's the main thing. Mid-card. Are you going to do anything? Is this going to start a rivalry or nothing? Keith Lee wins. It still doesn't. It's destined not to happen. It won't happen anymore. I'm not going to chuck any more at it. Maybe I'll sign 2 other wrestlers and I'll stick them in the tag team. Because that is ridiculous how we've done a call-out and a mid-card match and nothing. Alright, fair enough. That grows to level 4 too, so that's fantastic. And then finally this one. If this can go to level 4, we have 3 level 4 matches going into pay-per-views and 4 payoffs. It does go to a level 3. Right, I thought it was at level 4, but it will still pay off. That's the main thing. Again, it's Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. Again, alright, calling out there. So they got a good women's rivalry going on with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. That makes sense. Alright, okay. How do we do? How do we perform against them? Not very well. They beat us in all 3 of the matches. I personally think our show's better. I must say, I really do. But they're using tables matches in 2 of their matches. So, okay, fair enough. And we kind of rested our most popular superstars for promos. 66,000 fans we gained, but $81,000. We can't even use that, so that's fair. And we've got 84,000 fans there for NXT with $40,000. So they are not gaining a lot of money, but they have overtaken us in fans. They gained a lot of fans within the last couple of weeks. probably like charities and stuff like that, which we're going to have to use for pay-per-views, just for the simple reason that we can't use any cards or special matches to obviously help boost our rivalries or boost our matches, where we will gain more fans from that. Kushida's come to me and he wants to have a tag team match with Dorado. I'm all for it, because then all I have to do really is put him in a tag team match with, obviously, Keith Lee and another heel, and that'll be nice and easily done for after this pay-per-view. So, yeah, that makes sense to me. That'll be fine. You can definitely do that. Nakamura, Riddle cheated me last week again. He wants another rematch. Sounds good. This is easy for morale for me, because that can then pay off at this pay-per-view. Really easy show to book for this WrestleMania Backlash. Our opening contest is the women's match. It is a grudge match. The rivalry should end here. The title is on the line. If Raquel does win, that would be better for us, because then Asuka can have that main event, well, the title match right after. Charity Keith Lee, Charity Kushida, and Charity Lindsay Dorado. All three wrestlers don't have rivalries going on right now, but the rivalries that we do have are all going to end at Backlash, so that's great. The tag team match here is a level 3 rivalry. That should end there. The mid-card match is a level 3 rivalry with Riddle and King Nakamura. Nakamura wants his rematch 2 against Riddle, and the main event is a level 4 between Brock Lesnar and Finn Balor. I'm curious now, because I always use like a tables match at Backlash. So I'm curious to see whether just doing a normal match that you can still get the 5-star legendary. I'm really curious to that. So let's go with stage building crew. Splash our cash a little bit, I'd say. A little bit of special effects as well, and we'll advertise it through whatever method this is. And yeah, so we're going to spend a little bit of money on this card and put the performance of the event up a little bit compared to just doing it in a gym hall, I guess. WrestleMania Backlash then. Simulate this. Ember Moon versus Raquel Gonzalez. How is it going to do? Ember Moon wins. That's annoying. But it's an amazing match. So there you go. You don't need tables matches to get at least a 4-star. At least a 4-star. I think I'd love to see a 5-star in this, just to see if it is possible. But then at the same time, but like, is it too easy to do? Or is it down to just popularity, I guess? Asuka and Bianca win. Rivalry complete there too. Great match. Kushida doing a nice, excellent promo. Thank you, Kushida. I love Kushida. I absolutely adored him in New Japan. I was very shocked and surprised, and also a little bit gutted, because I knew they wouldn't use him correctly. And I know he's had certain injuries and stuff, but I really don't feel like he's been used to his full potential. I don't even watch NXT 2.0 now, so I don't know how he's getting on. Whether he's even at the company, I still don't actually know. Nakamura wins that grudge match. It's a great match too. Rivalry complete. I think this is going to be a very good event. It's a weak promo, but you still gave me some fans, so thank you very much, Lindsay. And the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Finn. For the title, Brock Lesnar retains. I'm good for that. It's a classic, so you can get a 4.5 star. Wow. That's very interesting. 4.5 star event. So, they've got their title match in the mid-card. Okay, we'll see how that plays out for them. Wow, they beat us. Their mid-card match was their 5-star. So their opening contest was a 4.5. It was a classic. Then they had just a normal mid-card tables match. But that was a 5-star legendary match between Akira Tozawa and Drew McIntyre. And Akira Tozawa wins again. It shocks me how many times he is their champion. It really, really does. And their main event still got a 4-star. And it had Titus O'Neil in it. It's a Mace, or whatever he is. It's ridiculous. We gained 222,000 fans and 105,000 profit. And we're ranked number 1 again. We gained the most fans. So we gained 222. How much did they gain? 195. Wow. Holy crap, Slapjack just blindsided Drew McIntyre. Did they have a run-in? They had a run-in. That is mental. Fair enough. Okay, we're in the lead again. Still with Brock, still with Ember Moon. Week number 6 then. It's a brand new start because we've managed to finish every single rivalry at a pay-per-view, which I don't think I've ever managed to do at the first pay-per-view. So the opening contest should start a new tag team rivalry. Keith Lee and King Nakamura versus Lindsay Dorado and Kushida. Keith Lee, I think we put him in 3 matches so far, and he's yet to actually have a rivalry. Hopefully that does that today. Call out. We got Riddle and Brock Lesnar. So Riddle's going to call out Brock Lesnar. That should be our new title match going into the next pay-per-view, which I would love to see in real life. I'm not going to lie. Mid-card, Finn Balor versus Happy Corbin. They match up perfectly. New signing, Happy Corbin. I do prefer Baron Corbin, but hey, he looks happy. It's a fighter and a bruiser against each other. Call out, Bianca Belair is going to call out Lacey Evans. Again, they match up quite well. And the main event, Asuka wanted a title match. She's going to get one, but Shayna Baszler is going to run in. Now, the only thing that I'm thinking from this is Ember Moon is our title holder, but she obviously won't have a rivalry. So what I'm hoping is that somehow Asuka eventually does win against Ember Moon, and then Shayna Baszler and Asuka can have a fight for the title at the next pay-per-view. But for now, hopefully this just starts a rivalry. Okay, we're at the Thunderdome. We're doing all the bells and whistles because we do have quite a lot of money now, and our show only costs $103,000, and we have some money to spend. So let's do that. Right, Keith Lee, do you want to be in a rivalry or what? Do you want to be in a rivalry? You've lost. Finally. It's an okay match too. Thank you, gentlemen. Call out. Riddle versus Brock Lesnar. I don't get this game mode. Why does it not start a rivalry? It makes no sense. If you're calling somebody out and they're not in a rivalry, why would it not start a rivalry? If I was to do a promo at Reach Wrestling where I wrestle in real life, by the way, you can watch all of my events on YouTube. It's free to watch if you want to watch my matches. I'll leave a link down below in the description. I'm on the main event of the last show that they've just done. Good match, take a watch. But if I called somebody out, nothing happened, people would be like, well, why did Luke call somebody out? Why did Omega Luke call him out and nothing happened? I genuinely have as well more than one rivalry happening all at the same time with different times for it to be paid off. At the minute, I'm in a tag team rivalry, but I also have a championship rivalry that I'm going for in the future. So that's later on down the line, but they're all panning out right now. One of them's long-term, one of them's short-term. So I don't get it. Fine. Runs over. Balor versus Happy Corbin. Make me happy, Happy. Happy Corbin does win. And it's a new rivalry. Good. It's an okay match. Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans. Excellent promo. New rivalry. That's how it's done. Okay, and Asuka versus Ember Moon, but with Shayna Baszler doing the running. So Asuka gets her title match that she requested. But does it start a rivalry? Asuka wins. She wins by DQ. If it makes her champion, it will be hilarious. She doesn't even start a rivalry either. What are we up against? So no tag team matches for NXT. Or you're going to get Trips to tell you off. You know what's coming. Are they still doing Becky Lynch as well? They somehow beat us in the opener and the main event. What was their opener? Ivar versus Sami Zayn. And then they made it. How did that get a 3.5 star? It's only a tables match. Unless Mandy Rose on this is really good, it makes no sense. We gained 52,000 fans, a huge profit though. We're still number one. What did NXT gain? 46,000. So we're still gaining more fans. Even though they're putting on better shows. We'll put on better matches. Asuka's champion. I don't get it. I don't get how it works. There was a run-in, but Asuka still wins. Yeah, happy. Absolutely buzzing with that. It's just a shame it didn't start the rivalry. We have to do that manually for ourselves because, you know, the game's broken. Somebody did a run-in, and that person is like, oh, I'm all right with it. No rivalry. I got no beef with her. She might have run in. I still won the belt, though. But I don't really care. I don't really care if she run in. We're going to have to sort that out. Now, for the love of God, week number 7, we really need to start some rivalries here with Brock Lesnar and Riddle. Else, it's going to lead on to Mania, and I might have to just sign somebody else. We also have the call out of Shayna Baszler calling out Asuka, so let's hope that title match starts as well for TLC. But our opening contest, we have 3 rivalries playing out in matches. Lacey Evans and Bianca Belair. We have a mid-card of Nakamura, Keith Lee, Kushida, Lindsay Dorado. And a main event of Finn Balor versus Happy Corbin. We're at the Thunderdome again. I don't know whether this is the best order for it. I was this close to signing Seth Rollins and changing my mind about Riddle and Brock Lesnar. Then I seen how high Riddle's popularity is. It's higher than Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's the champion. And Seth Rollins was like 11 less than Riddle. So we're going to go and stick with Riddle. We'll put our eggs in the Riddle basket, I guess. Riddle me this. Lacey Evans, Bianca Belair. How are you going to perform? Bianca Belair is a mediocre. Whoa, that's a shame. Call out. I don't believe it. What the? Okay. Nakamura, Kushida, Lindsay Dorado. That's just destined never to happen. I'm going to have to put them in a match. I think I'm going to have to put them in a match. That's a level 2. It's a good match too. That's annoying because it's better than the opener. I'm going to get tooled off by that. That's how you do it. Shayna Baszler. Finn Balor, Happy Corbin. Let's see. Level 2 for E? Yeah? Yes, level 2 is a good match too. Right. So, not the best ordering from us. It's Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa again. Here we go. Alright, for the title. I just want to simulate this. Akira Tozawa wins. Hilarious. Amazing. Level 3 rivalry too. I guess if you do it this way, you can see what their rivalries are. So this might be quite interesting to do going forward and just see how they are actually playing out. Because they're taking a while with that one, aren't they? Slapjack, weak promo, but they're gaining fans. And Sami Zayn versus Ivar in an Extreme Rules match. How did that one play out? Sami Zayn wins. And it's not a rivalry, but it's an amazing match. What? How? Right, okay. They slapped us all over the park with that opener from Akira Tozawa being champion, which is hilarious. We gained 43,000 fans and $143,000. We're gaining so much money now. We're still ranked number 1 because they gained 59,000, which wasn't enough. So they're only 2,000 behind though. It's very tight as it goes into the next pay-per-view, I guess. Week number 8 then, we have that title match. Riddle versus Brock Lesnar, and I do think now it will end at WrestleMania. That's the reality I'm starting to think here. That will be our main event at WrestleMania, because that will probably start a rivalry now, and we won't be able to finish it for a level 3 at TLC, which is only 2 weeks away. Mid-card, we have Keith Lee, Nakamura, Kushida, Lindsay Dorado. That's a level 2 already. Should be a level 4 by the time we get to TLC. And our opener is Asuka versus Shayna Baszler. It's only a level 1 right now. We can get it to level 3. Perfect. If not, not to worry too much before the next pay-per-view. Lacey Evans, Bianca Belair calling each other out. And Finn Balor, Happy Corbin also doing the same. So, the opener, Asuka versus Shayna Baszler. If Shayna wins, she's entitled for a title shot. But no, she doesn't. Asuka wins. She's going to have to talk some trash then to keep that going. Lacey Evans, Bianca Belair. It's an okay promo, does nothing for the rivalry. Fantastic. Nakamura, Keith Lee, Kushida, and Lindsay Dorado. They win. Nice. Good work, gentlemen. Level 3 as well. Can always rely on those. Now that Keith Lee has actually started a rivalry, he's very good at keeping it. Happy Corbin. It's an okay, goes to level 3. Riddle versus Brock Lesnar for the championship. It'd be hilarious if Riddle wins and it still doesn't start a rivalry. That would be funny. Brock Lesnar, can you... Oh my god, Riddle's won. New rivalry though. Riddle is the champion and it's a great match as well. Okay. Alright, okay. Ivar versus Sami Zayn in the opener. I think this is the match that they had in the main event last time. So Sami Zayn wins this time round. It's only a normal match. It's a great match though. Again, does nothing for the rivalry. So I don't understand how that's doing so well. Call out Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. That's still going on. Mid-card, Joaquin Wild and Mace versus Titus O'Neil and Kalisto. Is that a rivalry? I don't think I've noticed it. It's a new rivalry. There we go. Self-promo from Slapjack. They keep getting Slapjack on the mic. He did ask to come across, but I said no. Slapjack, good promo. Main event, Mandy Rose versus Nikki ASH, or Nikki Ash, as I just call her for short. It's a TLC match. Mandy Rose wins. Amazing match. Ooh, okay. So we did better in the mid-card match. We were a much more well-rounded show. I guess they did slightly better in the opener and slightly better in the main, but we did a lot better in the mid-card. So they beat us by 0.5 on the star ratings, but I think we should have a better show in here. So we had 52,000 plus fans. A lot of money too. Still ranked number 1. There we go. They only had 41,000. I think that's because of the bonuses that we're using in the special effects and promotion and stuff like that. I think that's where we're winning these weeks. Week 9 then, we have one more week before TLC. Our opener is that tag team match, and hopefully then that takes it to level 4 and it can be paid off at the pay-per-view. Mainly because I think one of the stamina levels, 39 there. So for Nakamura, he is slightly struggling, but tag teams in normal matches, their stamina goes down really slowly. Call out, Shayna Baszler versus Asuka. Let's take that to a level 3, then we can pay it off at the main event of, or not the main event, but on the pay-per-view, sorry. Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans. Hopefully, again, we can pay that off. Call out, Brock Lesnar, calling out Riddle. He came to me, he was unhappy. He wants a rematch for his title. I don't think we had to promise him right now. Yeah, it's just within the next couple of weeks, I guess. He wants to be the next person in regards to have that. So that's fine. And then we have the main event, Finn Balor, Happy Corbin. So rivalry of a level 3 out of 4 already. We should be good to take that forward into, obviously, the pay-per-view. Let's do all our logistics. This looks good. We'll go with Veteran Lights and Pyro. How much do we... So if we book superstars with over 65 popularity on different promo types, we get rewarded for that. So we need Shayna Baszler is popularity of over 69. Brock Lesnar, 62. That is selected for that. So it's over 65. Right, okay. So if Riddle does it, then it will work. If Riddle does it, it will work. And we'll get a bonus from that. Which is the reward is book superstars with plus 3 star power, gain twice popularity, and the show quality is plus 11%. Let's do that then. I never really take a look at this advertisement stuff and what the bonuses really are, but I mean we've got a lot of wrestlers who are above the 3 or more star booking on the star rating. So for instance, Asuka, Riddle, they're all booked in this. They will gain plus 2 popularity all the way down to, I think, all of our wrestlers other than Ember Moon and Raquel Gonzalez will gain 2 popularity just from using that. So that's huge if we do that. Let's do that then. The opening contest then, Keith Lee, Nakamura, Kushida, Lince Dorado. You've seen it already. It's happened 3 weeks in a row, I think. It's happened again. It's a great match too. Does nothing for the rivalry though. That's annoying. It'll just be a level 3 going into that rivalry. That goes to level 3 as well. That'll be paid off. Then the mid-card, Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans. Let's simulate that. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair wins. It's an okay match. Level 3 rivalry. Riddle versus Brock Lesnar. It's only a level 2. It's a good rivalry. Finn Balor and Happy Corbin, or a good promo, should I say, by Riddle. Finn Balor wins. It's a great match. Level 4. Perfect. That's a good show. From what I actually thought would not be a good show. There we go. No tag teams again. Drew McIntyre versus Akira Tozawa. Right, okay. Drew wins. It's a good match. Level 4 rivalry. So they've got something big for the main event then. Self-promo there by Whacking Wild. You got Roderick Strong, Titus O'Neil in a tables match. There's a match I definitely don't want to see. Roderick Strong wins. It's a level 2 rivalry. Charities for Slapjack again. Bless him. No wonder why he wanted to leave. And Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the title in a tables match. Charlotte Flair has a very high popularity. Becky Lynch doesn't, which does shock me. Maybe she's been losing a lot, but now she is the champion. So popularity should go up, and it's an amazing match too. No rivalry involved, though. So they do beat us in the mid-card and in the main event. But we won the opener, even though it was against their champion. In our tag team match. That's done quite well there. We gained $55,000. We gained $108,000. We're racking up money. We're ranked number 1 still. They gained $36,000. So yeah, our popularity is really shining through here on how we're doing in regards to winning the fans back, and we have the most money. They might be putting on better matches. We're putting on better shows, and we have more popular superstars. Right, a controversial decision. The title match between Brock Lesnar and Riddle is not going to happen at TLC. Reason for it is we have 4 rivalries here that will be paid off on this pay-per-view, whereas the Riddle versus Lesnar one won't. It's only a level 2. So my thinking is we give Brock Lesnar his rematch on next week's NXT UK show leading forward to WrestleMania. But for now, Finn Balor versus Happy Corbin will open up this pay-per-view. It's a level 4. That should be a good payoff. We got Raquel Gonzalez doing a promo. She complained that she wanted a match. I said, how about a promo instead? And she said yes. So we're going to stick with that. Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans. It's a level 3. The mid-card match is the title match, but it's only a level 3 rivalry. I'm actually thinking, the reason why they're not here, I guess, was popularity, but I actually think we could afford to do that as the main event now. The tag team match is going to be Nakamura, Keith Lee, Kushida, Lince Dorado, and then finally, of course, Asuka versus Shayna Baszler with self-promo of Riddle. He's the champion. The fans want to hear from him. He's the highest popular superstar that we have, so we might as well make him do something. Cutting a promo is definitely up Riddle Street. So let's do that. We're at the arena, the TLC, ladders and chairs. We've got veteran lights, the viral campaign, because of the promo, we're fine with that. Stage building crew, we should be all good. Right, I'm expecting big things then. Finn Balor, Happy Corbin, rivalry complete. It's an amazing match as well. Perfect, 4-star, lovely. We've got Raquel Gonzalez, the mid-card of Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans. The only thing I'm worried about is we don't have any other rivalries going forward other than the Brock Lesnar one over to WrestleMania, so we have to build them up now, but that's fine. I will look and judge who we're going to place against who in a sec, but that's a good rivalry complete there. 3.5 star, thank you ladies. Brock Lesnar, Riddle, excellent promo, takes it to level 3, thank you Brock. The tag team match, this should see the end of this rivalry too. Lince Dorado and Kushida, they win. Great match, rivalry complete. I think I've made a good decision there, putting the main event as the women's match. I think they might perform a little bit better. Excellent promo there from Riddle. +4 popularity. His popularity now is through the roof. Asuka versus Shayna Baszler. Main event. Come on, give me a classic at least. Give me a classic. There we go. Rivalry complete as well. Asuka remains as champion. But what is NXT going to do? Well, Nikki ASH versus Mandy Rose is their opener. Is it going to be a rivalry complete? Nikki Ash, she wins. It's a good, and it is a rivalry complete. Self-promo from Charlotte Flair. Good. So the women's title match, they're doing the same as us. Titus O'Neil versus Kalisto. Well, Titus O'Neil and Kalisto. Whacking Wild and Mace. Okay, Kalisto and Titus O'Neil win. It's a mediocre, it's a level 2 rivalry. We should be slapping these. So they're calling them out. Level 3, there we go. Mid-card, Ivar and Sami Zayn. So they couldn't pay off. That's the reason why. So they are making smart decisions there. Ivar wins. That should be rivalry complete. It is. Slapjack's on charity duties again. Amazing. And then the main event, this should be the payoff. Drew McIntyre, Akira Tozawa. So whoever wins, I'm praying it's Akira Tozawa because that is hilarious. No, Drew McIntyre is going to be the new champion. It's a classic as well, rivalry complete. That lasted like 10 weeks. But we matched them, and if we didn't match them, we beat them in the opener and the first mid-card match. So there we go. We didn't have a match underneath 3.5. We wiped the floor of them there. 179,000 fans that we gained with $132,000 gained. So that's fantastic. We are ranked number 1 because they only gained 137,000 with $98,000. Right, week number 11. I'm excited. I've got a couple of free agents that I have signed, but you're not going to see them until week 12 because I'm setting up a tag team that I'm excited for. However, there is a new sign-in that I can show you in Papa Shango. Him and Keith Lee versus Finn Balor and Lince Dorado. The popularity is sky high, so there's no point in replacing some of these people. So we're just going to work around and see what we can do with them. Finn Balor and Lince Dorado, putting them together instead because Kushida has moved on into a new rivalry, which will be against King Nakamura, who is struggling for stamina, but I think he'll be absolutely fine. Specialist versus fighter. Then we have a role change. Bianca Belair is going to change into a heel, and then Asuka is going to call her out. And that should be our women's title match going into WrestleMania. But the main event, Brock Lesnar's getting his title match rematch. So there we go. We're running the Thunderdome. We've got a few special effects and crew things which are all matched out, so we get the bonuses from that. I think we're doing very well with popularity, and that's the reason why we're being very successful right now, despite only doing normal matches, and we haven't touched any cards yet. I say yet, we're not going to touch any cards. I don't think we've actually needed it, to be fair. Okay, how is this match going to play out? Papa Shango's debut, and they win. They look quite good together. I like it. It's a good match as well. It's a level 1 rivalry. Perfect. That's a fantastic start. Bianca Belair. It's a good promo. She's 4 on the mic, so I expect her to cut a really good heel promo. She used to, didn't she, in NXT? When she was a heel, she was very good. Kushida versus King Nakamura. It's a Kushida victory, and it's a new rivalry. Good, and it's a good match too. Asuka, Bianca Belair. Excellent promo. New rivalry, level 1. Riddle, Brock Lesnar, though. This is the one we've got to eke out for a while now, because they're only at level 2, I believe. It's an amazing match. Riddle retains. It does nothing for the rivalry. Okay. It does look like, though, we've got 2 title matches to contend against. Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. That's going to be a WrestleMania match by the looks of it then. Becky Lynch wins. She's the new champion, and it's a new level 4. Okay, Ivar doing a self-promo. It's a good promo too. Good for you. We got this title match, this tag team match, sorry, again, which looks awful. Kalisto and Titus O'Neil win. It's a good match. They're going up against each other again, calling them out again. Excellent promo, but I'm pretty sure that was a rivalry complete, and they're still doing it. Okay. Roderick Strong, can you win the title? No, Drew McIntyre retains. It's a great match. Drew McIntyre's injured. Oh, your champion's injured. Unlucky. They did beat us in the opener, but we beat them in the main and we matched the mid-card. But I dare say we should gain the most fans. 26,666. We gained more money too. We are the number 1. They gained 23,000, only gaining 80,000. So we are in a good position. Week number 12. Now, Keith Lee, Papa Shango, Lindsay Dorado, Finn Balor. It's a good rivalry. We also have this new one with 2 new signings coming in as a tag team. It's Dakota Kai and it's Chyna. Yes, we signed legendary wrestler Chyna, matching her up with Dakota Kai against the tag team of Shayna Baszler and Lacey Evans, who of course was a tag team beforehand against a couple of other wrestlers. But now that we've turned Bianca Belair, she gets her title match after calling out Asuka calling her out after the heel change. So, I mean, if she does become champion, she will become the highest popularity champion out of Asuka and Bianca Belair because you're getting 10. What is quite interesting is without any title belts, Finn Balor's popularity is 81, which is mental, really, when you look at it. 81 popularity. I need to change that back. That's annoying how that happened, but there we go. We'll change that. There we go. Perfect. That's how we were lined up. Calling out. Kushida's going to call out King Nakamura, and then a self-promo of Brock Lesnar. We've got a level 3 rivalry right now. We've got a few weeks before we need to turn that to level 4 between him and, of course, Riddle. However, his popularity is only a 65, so we need to boost that up a little bit more before we get to WrestleMania. And it gives Riddle a little bit of a rest because he's got about 40 or so. Now, I do need to look at the show logistics. I'm doing this after and seeing if we match any bonuses. We don't, so I'm just going to go with the highest one that I own. We do get the bonuses for the highest one there. So Book Superstars +3, getting 2 morale. Let's do that. Let's do that indeed. And then we don't gain that one, but we do gain this one. So Book Superstars with +3 star power, gain 2 popularity. That's probably why we're getting so high popularities. I don't think I've ever seen anything higher than a 90. I'll be quite intrigued to see if we can get either Riddle or Finn Balor above 90. I don't think I've ever seen it. I think that must be the highest I've ever seen Finn Balor that I've noted of 81. But let's see how he does in a match, though. If he does win, then his popularity increases, of course, but he doesn't. Keith Lee and Papa Shango defeat them again. It's a level 2 rivalry. It's a good match, too. Kushida and King Nakamura. Excellent promo from Kushida. Brilliant from you. I think he's only given me excellent promo, so that's good. Level 2 rivalry. New tag team, then. Please start a new rivalry, because that'll be great for WrestleMania. We can get it to level 3. We're just going to have to run this all the way. It doesn't do it. Mental. Absolutely mental. Maybe we'll just have to do Chyna in a singles and see how that goes. I wanted to have a WrestleMania match. Level, well, +4 for his for his popularity. That's brilliant for Brock Lesnar. Bianca Belair, Asuka. It's a title match. Bianca's just turned heel, and she wins. Wow. Asuka retained against Shayna, I think it was, but she couldn't retain against Bianca Belair. An amazing match too, and it's a level 2 rivalry. Lovely stuff. Okay, so they're running the same tag team again here. Very poor bunch of wrestlers, popularity-wise. Level 3 there. I'm going to have a look at their popularity as I'm going through. So Nikki ASH is at 65. It's a good promo. Slapjack has a 60 popularity. Edge, 48. Yep. I guess neither of them had matches for ages. They just haven't used Edge. I haven't seen them use Edge for a long time. Edge does win, though. In an Extreme Rules match, there's a new rivalry. Roderick Strong self-promo. Good self-promo, too. But they're going for this match again. Popularity is 76. Becky Lynch in a tables match. Becky Lynch retains. In a classic. Really? On NXT? Okay, fair enough. We got the opener there. We've matched them in all 3 other than the main event, actually, where they got a 4.5. But I dare say, because of how well our show was, 26,000 fans, and we gained $188,000, we should still be in number 1. We did. 16,000, 76. We're smashing them. Now, week 13 is a weird one. We have just signed Stone Cold Steve Austin, and we're sticking him in a tag team match with Riddle, King Nakamura, and Brock Lesnar. Reason for this is because Nakamura asked to tag up with Brock Lesnar. Because we've got a couple of weeks left, I can afford to do it because I'm going to have Kushida running in. Now, normally, I wouldn't sign someone like Steve Austin just to stick him in a tag team. However, at WrestleMania, I always make them do promos. So I always get the legends in to do the promos. It boosts your popularity of the show, obviously. It works really well when you've got all your rivalries playing out. And then on the promo side of things, you've got a couple of legends coming out like a proper WrestleMania. So Steve's coming in for a match to begin with, pairing up with Riddle. Then we've got China calling out Lacey Evans. I don't really think this is going to come to anything. I don't think they're actually going to have a match at Mania. Maybe they will. I don't really know. But they're two popular superstars. So nonetheless, that's going to happen. Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai. Bianca Belair, of course, new champion. Asuka's going to run in on her. Then we got a self-promo of Shayna Baszler, just trying to boost her popularity. Maybe we'll put her in something at Mania. I'm not quite sure yet. And then the main event, Finn Balor, Lindsay Dorado versus Keith Lee and Papa Shango. We got a couple of weeks. I'd love for that to get to level 4. Because right now, our hopes are on Riddle and Brock Lesnar and Nakamura and Kushida being the level 4. Maybe Asuka, Bianca Belair too. So as long as we got 3 or 4, that would be perfect. We're running the big open stadium. We've got so much money to spend. And when the show is going to cost us $199,000. But yeah, all good as we're looking like this. So the first match, this tag team match, and Steve Austin returning in the opening contest as well. And they win, Riddle and Stone Cold. It's a good match too. And the rivalry of Kushida versus Nakamura goes to level 3. It's not a tag team rivalry, 2K. You've got that wrong. The call out, China and Lacey Evans. Okay promo, nothing happens. I'm baffled. Completely baffled. Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai. This is the reason why it's in the mid card, because Dakota Kai's popularity is really low. Does nothing for the rivalry, even though it's a run-in. Shayna Baszler self-promo. Okay, +1. And then, finally, we need this to at least go to a level 3. Please. Finn Balor wins. Level 3. Let's go. It's a great match, too. All right. That could have saved us in that one there. Opener, Edge and Slapjack. They're back. Edge's popularity obviously is in the mud. Slapjack wins this one, so it's not going to get even better. Oh, mediocre. Oh, you are ruining yourself. You are ruining yourself. Ivar's calling out Akira Tozawa. Is Akira Tozawa still champ? I don't think he is. No. Nikki Ash and Mandy Rose, they're still going at it. Still. Nikki Ash wins. It's a mediocre match. Oh, you've ruined yourself in this one. Roderick Strong, it's only a good. And look at the arena they're running as well. It's not that great. And they're still running this tag team, and this tag team is their main event. There's a reason why we're beating you so easily. It's because of this. You got a level 4 rivalry, but it stinks. We absolutely destroyed you. We didn't even have a good show. Riddle and Stone Cold work really well as a tag team. Okay, we're not going to do anything for it. We did gain $213,000 though, 19,000 fans. We got an injury rehab. We're not obviously we can't use anything like that. 4,000 is all they gained. That is embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Oh dear. Oh, look at the show notes too. Hey NXT, you gave us a finish to Nikki Ash and Mandy Rose's rivalry. No more matches between them. It's time to move on. Ooh, so they're just putting them in rivalries again. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So that's why they are really doing bad. Adam Pearce, what are you doing, you idiot? They got great champions. They're just not doing anything. Although, obviously, Drew McIntyre has been injured, so I don't even think he'll have a WrestleMania match, which is quite even funnier. It's the week before WrestleMania then, and our opening contest is the tag team match. Let's see if we can get that to level 4. That'll be perfect. We're not taking any chances with this level 2 rivalry, though, for the women's title match. Bianca Belair calls out Asuka, then Asuka calls out Bianca Belair. If that doesn't get to a level 3, this game is completely broken. The mid-card match, Kushida versus King Nakamura, that's already a level 3. So, let's take it to level 4, please, gents. And look at this for a contest. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Brock Lesnar. Amazing match. It's a 5 versus Bruise as well, so it's perfect. And Riddle does the run-in on Brock Lesnar. So that should take it to a level 4 because it still hasn't yet. So I think we're only going to have 4 rivalries going into WrestleMania, but we might, we got a lot of money. We might splash some cash on a couple of legends and just put them in a tag team match or something just for a little bit of fun at the end. Okay, we're running the Thunderdome because we have a bonus for that one for popularity reasons. And I've really noticed how well that's been playing out. Instead of going for the highest one for each one, going with the ones that gets us the best bonus. Along with the rivalries, it's been working perfectly in my opinion. So the opening contest then, this tag team match. I think Lindsay and Finn Balor have won it once. There we go. So that's 2 now that they've won. It's 2 for 2. It's a level 4 and it's an amazing match. Perfect going into WrestleMania. I like it, gents. Thank you. Bianca Belair calling out Asuka. It goes to level 3. There we go. So we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to risk the second one, but still, it was good to just be safe than sorry. Kushida King Nakamura, please. Level 4. Let's go. Level 4. Nakamura wins. Level 4. Let's go. We're going to have 3 level 4s, maybe even 4. I think it's 3. Asuka, Bianca Belair. There we go. So we don't have to worry about that one. Then Stone Cold versus Brock with Riddle doing the run-in. Does he just distract him? Yes, because Stone Cold Steve Austin wins. It's only an okay match. I thought that would be an amazing match, and it's only a 2.5 star. That is ridiculous. Some of the popularity of these, even though that they've been running the tag team matches for ages, is embarrassing. 55 and 53. That's awful. I know Wild is quite a low one anyway, but still, Kalisto and Titus O'Neil win. Still calling each other out. They are not enjoying that rivalry, and yet they're still doing it. Akira Tozawa versus Ivar. They started this rivalry last week, I think, so maybe they'll get to a level 2 before this. Disappointing, and it goes to level 2. Self-promo, Roderick Strong. They're killing themselves, aren't they? Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. That's still going on. I'm pretty sure that was the first pay-per-view. This has been the longest storyline ever. No rivalry whatsoever either. So are they already at level 4 and it's gone stale? I don't know. But still, they beat us in the main event because our main event was awful, even though it was Brock Lesnar versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't know. And they matched it really well too. Made no sense. 7,242 fans we only gained. We did gain quite a lot of money though. But they gained 15,000. They're gaining on us in that one. Alright, so we are 100,000. We need a serious slip-up going into Mania, but I think our Mania is going to be amazing. Oh, it always happens. Bianca Belair cannot take part in this event. Yeah, you can leave if you want, Raquel. See you later. I think you should put me in a match with Happy. How many in the next 3 weeks? Because we're not going to do another 3 weeks. So, yeah. Okay, let's put this show. Well, it's WrestleMania, and never did I think that I would put on some of these matches. Obviously, the Bianca Belair thing sucks, but it always seems to happen anyway. So, I mean, our opening contest, let's take a look, is going to be the title match. It's only a level 3 rivalry, and we've been trying to do it for 10 weeks. That shows how broken this rivalry system is. We've tried, and time again, it just hasn't worked. But it will be a big payoff, I guess, in the opener for the title. Riddle is your current champion. Stone Cold is going to do a promo, and look at this for a mid-card match. Undertaker and Kane versus Ted DiBiase and Cedric Alexander. Yeah, I know. Never mind. Other than that, charity, The Rock. Yeah, we signed The Rock just for charity. We've also signed a Mutt Warrior just for charity. And the late great Scott Hall just for charity. So obviously we've got a couple of WrestleMania things here. The Undertaker, Hall of Fame weekend, perfect for him. We've got Scott Hall, recently passed, very sad news, fantastic genius of wrestling. We're doing a bit of a homage to him at WrestleMania here. King Nakamura and Kushida, a level 4 rivalry. That will be a lovely little finish to that rivalry. And again, main event, Finn Balor, Lince Dorado. I never thought this tag team would be the main event of WrestleMania, but there we go. It's been the best rivalry that we've had with the highest popular superstars. Like the fact that Finn Balor hasn't been champion and his popularity as an AC5 is ridiculous. So, let's run this show. So the opening contest, Riddle versus Brock Lesnar then. Who will finish this series as champion? It is Brock Lesnar. He wins his title back, and a classic too. Oh, you just think if that was a level 4, it would be legendary. We're that close to seeing possibly a legendary match without any special matches. Stone Cold for charity. Excellent promo. Thank you, Steve. Kane and The Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction, come back for WrestleMania. Undertaker's final match against Cedric Alexander and Ted DiBiase. I bet he can't believe his luck that Cedric Alexander was free this weekend. Undertaker and Kane win, because of course they do, in an okay match. Start a new rivalry. The promo from The Rock is excellent. Expected nothing less. Chyna and Asuka. We've put them in a tag team match. I forgot about this match, but we've done it. Chyna and Asuka. It means nothing against Shayna and Lacey Evans. Again, it's another throwaway. It's just a feel-good match, and Asuka and Chyna win. Perfect, mediocre. Never mind, I've done better WrestleManias, that's for sure. Ultimate Warrior for charity. He talks a load of gibberish for me, but he has a high mic ability on this game. Good promo from him. Nakamura versus Kushida. This has been a great little rivalry for me. King Nakamura wins in an amazing match. Rivalry complete. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Scott Hall. Could listen to a Scott Hall promo all day long. 5,000 is an excellent promo too. And this, the tag team main event that you never expected to see at WrestleMania. Finn Balor, with the highest popularity, loses to Keith Lee and Papa Shango. And it's only an amazing match. Oh, he could not get a 5-star legendary match. I'm so gutted by that. I really do think that Riddle and Brock Lesnar, if it was a level 4, it would have been a level 5. They've got a classic there just from tables. Becky Lynch, still the champion. Sami Zayn's doing a charity promo there, using our little thing there. A lot of Akira Tozawa, after all he's done, is just doing stuff for charity. Drew McIntyre, the champion, is against Roderick Strong in a non-title match. That is only a level 1 rivalry too. They've really screwed this up, haven't they? Akira Tozawa for charity, that's disgusting. Mandy Rose in a Hell in a Cell. This should have ended ages ago. They're still fighting against each other. Nikki Ash wins. Yeah, it's a great match still, because it's in Hell in a Cell, I guess. Ivar is now calling out Akira Tozawa in a level 2 rivalry. Okay, didn't even work for a level 3. Slapjack versus Edge. Poor Edge. He's got to go up against Slapjack. Slapjack wins as well. It's an okay promo. And then, oh my god, I thought our tag match was bad. This is worse. How is this their main event? It's a TLC match. This is their main event. Amazing. This is on hard difficulty, remember? And it's a 4.5 star. 4.5 star TLC. Did we still win? We did actually win, which is mental. We should have won most fans, surely. We gained 286,000. I dare say we have won. We have, thank God. I got a little bit worried then. 243,000. They actually lost money as well. Wow, right. So, I mean, we still beat them. 2,269,000 to 2,132,000. We won by quite a lot. But our champions ended as Brock Lesnar and Bianca Belair. They ended as Drew McIntyre and Becky Lynch. What you'd expect to see, But that doesn't really tell the full story, does it? Because the two main events of WrestleMania were both tag team matches with people that you never thought would be in tag team matches. Keith Lee, Finn Balor, Lince Dorado, Papa Shango. And who did they have? Titus O'Neil, Mace. Jesus Christ. This is supposed to be on hard difficulty. They need to patch it so that the AI makes smarter decisions and makes it harder, because I used no special matches, I used no cards, and still, we absolutely destroyed them. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. If you have any other challenges, let me know. We're going to start NXT for 50 weeks tomorrow, if you're watching this the day it comes out, or Monday, so make sure you're subscribed. And we're going to do WCW probably live on stream, and then put it up for a video on the weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of today. That would be great. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.